Hello, everyone. This is Kevin Williams, and we are going to talk about Family Life Merit Badge Requirement 3. And you'll be so happy because this is going to be a very short little lecture presentation. So, if you've read in the book, you see where Requirement 3 is the chore chart that we're talking about. So it's the following. Prepare a list of your regular home duties or chores, at least 5. So you're going to prepare a list of 5 and do them for 90 days. Keep a record of how often you do each of them. Then discuss with your counselor the effect your chores had on your family. So the first place that we're going to start with this is you need to use the included chore chart that I have posted. So if you look up under requirement 3, in addition to this video, there's also a chore chart. So hopefully, I know we've been talking about this since day one, so several of you probably have already printed out your chore chart. I think I have photos of chore charts from 2 people that I have responded back to. So you need to make sure that you print out the chore chart, or if you don't have a printer at the house or whatever, you rather just make your own chart, you can, but look at the chore chart that I provide so that you're recording the same kind of information. In other words, if you want to make one up on your own, that's fine, but have it kind of look similar to what the chore chart is in the workbook. Make sure you post your dates on it. So whenever your first date is, your first week, make sure you mark those dates on that chart, and make sure every week that you have the dates posted, because remember, this needs to be 90 days. Now, people have said, was this 90 continuous days? In other words, if I skip a day, do I have to start all over? No, that's not how I read the requirement. If we just jump back real quick here, prepare a list of your regular home duties or chores and do them for 90 days. Doesn't say continuously for 90 days. So I always offer flexibility when the rules offer flexibility. So, if you are on vacation, let's say, and you're not doing your normal home chores because you're on that vacation, that's fine. We'll just, the week that you're not available to do your chores, we'll just add a week at the end. Either way, we're going to get 90 days of chores. That's the key here. So make sure you're recording everything, right? After the first day of chores, after your first day of doing your chores that you're going to record, I want you to take a picture of that chart and email it to me. So you can, through this course, you should be able to email me. If not, then post something on GroupMe or however you want to handle it. But send me, if you have my phone and can text it to me, that's fine too. However you need to do it, just make sure you get me a copy of that picture, because when I get that, I'm going to respond to it acknowledging that I received your photo, and I'm going to count out 90 days and give you a target completion date. So you email me the chart that says you started today, and I'm going to email you back and say I've got your chart, and if you do 90 days from now, you should finish on this specific date. And then at the end of 90 days, you'll email me another photo of the chart, just to show that we've done it. The part about here where it says at the end of 90 days, blah, 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 blah. No. Let me see. Yeah, I'm sorry. This. Discuss with your counselor the effect your chores had on your family. At some point, we're going to do, we've got probably almost close to 15, maybe, boys that are doing, or scouts that are doing this requirement. So instead of talking one-on-one with each scout, what we'll probably do is I'll probably arrange them, say, in groups of 3 or groups of 5, and I'll just do a session at the end of everything where I have like a group discussion with each set of scouts, and this will be something that we discuss. So in parts of the merit badge where it says discuss with counselor, if it's not your written response to questions, the things that we need to talk about, we'll talk about. So we need to have some face-to-face or video face-to-face conference discussion of things, and we'll have that eventually. Just make sure that you're recording those chores. Like I said, at the end of 90 days, you'll email me the completed chart. So what are some possible chores that you could do? You could make your bed, clean the dishes, vacuum or sweep the floor. Clean and put away your clothes. So after your clothes are washed, whether you wash them or someone else washes them, make sure you fold and put them away. You can dust. You can take out the trash. You can mop the floor. You could feed your dog or cat and walk your dog. You could set the dinner table or clear the dinner table. Mow the lawn, rake the lawn. If you've got shrubs or plants that need to be trimmed back or weeded, if you need to weed anything in the shrubs or flower beds or whatever, do that. You also sweep off the front door if the door at the front of the house gets dirty, gets trash or leaves or whatever around it. You can clean that off. So those are all things that you can do. And then, it's easy to find 5 chores around the house. It's more difficult to actually do them. It's the most difficult to remember to write it all down afterwards. I struggle with this myself whenever I'm supposed to be recording things, as I always tell myself, well, I'll put it down later. I'm busy doing something right now. I'll write it all down later. And then you get busy with something else and you forget to write it down. So here's something that I think is helpful. And I actually was just saying this to students at State here in an online class of mine. When you have deadlines, due dates on assignments, things like that, write them into your calendars. So everybody has a phone or a desk calendar or something. I guarantee you've got something. Even if you don't all have a phone, you've got something around your house that is the reminder to you to do things, right? Maybe it's not just your phone, but I know there's, in my house, we have this calendar that's set up in the kitchen where everybody can look and see what everybody's doing that day or anything that they're supposed to be doing that day. Set something up to remind you. It could even be that if you don't have a phone, your mom or dad has a phone, tell them set up an alarm every day or an appointment reminder every day so that they tell you, okay, go record your chores. Or if it's your phone or your calendar or whatever, it tells you directly, hey, go record your chores. You just want to do whatever you can to help you remember that needs to be done. And it's tough to keep up with that stuff, especially on 90 days. That's a long time. So try to make it easier for you by setting up some kind of technology or some visual thing or whatever that reminds you every day to record that chore, okay? Or record your chores that you did that day. All right, so that's where we are with that. If you haven't already, get that chore chart started. After that first day, email or text me and let me see when you've started it so that I can start mapping out days for us. All right, but that's all I have for you. I hope everyone's doing well. Stay on top of things, and before you know it, we'll be done with this. So thanks for your time, and have a good day.